Look at all these listings. It took a bit to get to this point, but it's all downhill from here, man. Look out, eBay. Here we come. See ya. Yo guys, what's up? How you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm feeling pretty good today, even on a dreary little day in the Poconos, but we're not going to let that get us down. We're going to stay positive, we're going to stay active, we're going to keep these hands busy. And today, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you how I stay active on eBay. eBay is my bread and butter. This is where I make my money, this is where I take care of my family, this is my income. So I gotta keep it serious, you gotta keep disciplined at eBay. So, I'm going to show you how I part out ATVs, motorcycles on eBay. So I'm going to show you the process. I'm a one-man band, so it's definitely a lot harder when you're solo by yourself, but I'm going to show you how I literally get the bikes from my backyard, struggle, fight with them, putting them on my little wagon, pulling them around to the front of my shed, and then dumping them off, and then starting to part them out, inspect everything, clean every single part, make sure it's a good OEM part for sale, listing them, parting them, picturing them, putting them on eBay. It's a long process, but if it was easy, I guess everybody would be doing it, you know what I mean? So let me get you guys set up. Let me show you how I do it. See you. Here she is, Triumph 955, I think it is, Daytona. I'll tell you details on it better when I get inside. I got the title for it and stuff. But let's get this puppy loaded up. All I gotta say, this camera better be recording. So this is live action. Yep, we're on. Round 2. Fight! Yeah! Yes! That's oil. This is the next victim for eBay. The title says it's a 1997 Triumph Daytona. You know, it's a shame when people see a bike like this, man. What they'll do is just take it straight to the scrapyard, grab a couple bucks for it, get a case of beer and call it a day. But really, if you recycle this thing the right way, there's tons of OEM parts on this thing that are hard to find, that people can't find. And that's what I do. I try to save as many of these motorcycles, ATVs, whatever really, to try to recycle them the proper way. Save you guys some money. Offer them on eBay. Ship as fast as I possibly can, because I know you guys, once you break something, you know, you want to get back out on the trail or the road as fast as possible. And so I literally, you guys make a purchase, I try to ship out within that hour, if not sooner. We ship every single day. If you don't actively list, you're not going to sell nothing. Because that's the key with eBay. Actively list. List, list, list. I know it's very, very hard, especially with limited spaces, but that's the key to it, guys. But anyways, let's get you guys set up. Let's get this party started and start tearing this bitch apart. See ya! How the you take this thing apart? All right, back to work. We are moving right along on this puppy. We got this thing like 99% taken apart. Couple little odds and ends still have to be disassembled, nothing major. The engine was absolutely sweet, man. Oil's nice and thick, clean, no metal shavings. Or cylinder walls still have fresh hone marks on them. Pistons look good. All good OEM parts, like I said, man. This is the absolute perfect type of bike for eBay. But now what I got to do is I got to degrease and clean every single one of these parts, so they can be inspected before I even think about putting them on eBay. You know, that's the way I try to guarantee you guys get good quality parts. So the way I do that is I clean every single one of these things by hand. Yep, I said it. I clean every single part by hand. Every single used part on eBay, I cleaned by hand and inspected myself. It sucks. It's the absolute worst part of what I do. I dread doing this part. It sucks the worst, but I got to do it. And the way I do it, I use this thing here. This is a little desktop parts cleaner. So I'll process everything through this puppy. I'll clean it all up, and then I'll start listing them on eBay. You know, trust me, guys. Mark my words. All right, I'm working towards a property. I would love to have a property that has a nice home on it, a big shop, you know, spots to ride, spots to film. You know, my shop's set up to where it's got designated spots for things, to where I'm not moving 5 things to do one thing like I am now. It makes it so much harder. You know, and in that shop, I'm going to buy the biggest, baddest parts cleaner that they make. Trust me. I want to be able to throw these parts in there, go inside, eat lunch, hop on a 4-wheeler, go ride for a little bit, come back, and the parts are absolutely clean, and I didn't even touch them. And I could just inspect them, then list them right on eBay. One day, okay? One day. I'll bring you guys along for the ride, man. Let's go from this to what? The sky's the limit, right? You know, you just never know. But till then, I got to keep it real, and I got to clean every single one of these parts by hand. So let me get you guys set up. Let me get this thing done. See ya. Alright guys, all the grunt work's done. It's all downhill from here on out. Definitely a long downhill because it's a timely process. The next step to this deal is going to be to make all the item descriptions to all these parts. Got to weigh everything, picture everything, put item numbers to it for my storage so I know where everything is when it sells. Basically the computer/paperwork part of this deal. And where I take care of all the computer/paperwork part of this deal is in my office. And here's my office. Whoosh. Yeah, boy, look at that computer desk. That's one fancy cubicle if I've ever seen one. Let me stop, I'm stupid. No, but seriously, guys, look. I made a makeshift computer desk out of my toolbox. I'll bring out a computer chair to make it a little comfortable because, like I said, this is going to take a long time. I got my laptop, my scales, my notebook right there. And right next to it's where I take all the pictures. Literally the desk that I tear apart all these engines and fabricate parts on. I'll throw 2 whiteboards on it. It's lit up. So the pictures come out nice, clean, and clear on eBay. Yep, make do what I got, right? But anyways, let me show you guys the steps to this deal, alright? The very first steps to what I do after all the parts are cleaned up and ready to go is I set up my laptop. I'll put the eBay website on one tab, so I have it for pricing and cross-referencing of availability of parts and what's available and what's not available. And then on another tab, I'll have a tab that shows the bike or ATV that I'm parting out. It'll show an exploded view of all the parts with all the OEM numbers, so I can supply you guys OEM numbers and accurate descriptions for what you're buying, so you know what you're buying, and for what I know I'm actually selling. So step 1 is set up your computer for what you're selling, compare your prices on other sellers. Step 2, this is what I'll do. I'll come over here, I'll just grab a random part. I'll grab this thing. I don't even know what the hell this thing is. It's a perfect example. So I'll take this thing and I'll come over to the computer. And I'll go on to the OEM site that shows all the OEM parts, and I'll find out exactly what this thing is. The proper name, the description, the OEM number, and I'll jot that down in my notebook. And then I'll take that information and I'll transfer it over to eBay. And I'll go on to eBay, put that information in, and I'll see what the current availability to this thing is. I'll see what the current pricing is. I'll make sure I have competitive pricing with the other sellers. And then that's how I base it off. And I put all that information inside this notebook. Once that notebook has that information, I'll take the part and bring it over to this scale here. Or this scale for the small parts. I'll grab the weight. I'll throw the weight inside the notebook. I'll measure it. Throw the measurements in the notebook for shipping purposes. If anything's above 5 pounds, I hit it on this scale here. So once that part's done, I bring it over to the board. Throw the part down. I'll put my logo in front of every single part. And I'll take 7 pictures. Take as many pictures as you can. I take 7, even if they look the same. Taking more pictures is better, so I take 7. That's just what I do. So once it's pictured, I take it over here to my little bagging area. I'll find a proper bag. I'll throw it in the bag so it stays preserved. And then on the outside of that bag, I'll write the part number, the storage number for my reference. And once that part number's on there, or the storage number's on there, it gets thrown into a milk crate. And that milk crate will have a correlating number for the parts that are inside of it. And I'll tell you guys right now, milk crates are a great way to store small parts. They hold a ton of parts, they hold a lot of weight, and they're stackable. If you can see in the background, the milk crates work out really, really well for me. But yeah, that's the step process for what I'm going to do for each and every single one of these parts. I'm going to time lapse you, so it'll only take you guys a couple minutes to watch me do this whole deal, but realistically, it's probably going to take me 2 days to do all this. But it's got to be done, that's part of it. So let's have at it, man. Let's get this shit done. See ya! I'm done. That's enough for one day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya! Let's see what I got done yesterday. We got all these parts in this crate, man. All the parts that came off the table that's in there. So I'm going to do today now, I got to do a little organization. I got to separate the big parts from the small parts, the parts that don't fit in the milk crates, so I can see what I got. So I'll process all the smaller parts, get them into a crate. Then the bigger parts, I'll and put a note on the description of where they're stored in the shed, so for when they sell, I know where they're at. They'll be in, random shelves in different areas of the shed. But yep, that's what I'm doing. So I'll set you guys up so you can tag along for the ride. See ya! We are done. Thank God. There it is. There's the whole bike. We got it in 3 milk crates, some random big parts which are going to get scattered throughout the shed on shelves in different areas. The milk crates are going to get stacked on the great wall of milk crates of the Poconos. So what you guys just watched took me 7 days. Took me 1 week. Not a work week, no business work week. 7 days. I work Saturday, Sunday, I work every single day. And let's see how many listings it wound up getting me. Let's count them up real quick. That's what's nice about doing it like this, so you can log in all these listings in a notebook and then just pick at them day by day and put a couple listings on your store, which will keep your store active, and that's what you need with eBay. You got to keep an active store with fresh listings, which helps with sales. So this is the way I stay active. This will keep me active for about 3-4 weeks. And then about 3 weeks comes around, then I'll bring in another bike and do the same process right over again. But in that 3 weeks, it frees me up time to do other stuff, make projects, film stuff for you guys. But yeah, that's the benefit of working from home, doing what I do. It gives me free time to do extra stuff, so I'm dedicating my time towards you. So, all right, let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 69. 9, 80, 81. 81 listings. It's a good amount of listings. It's, like I said, about 3-4 weeks. So, that's a wrap on this deal, man. 81 listings. Took me 7 days, which will give me about a month's time worth of active listing on eBay. So, I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow or the next day, but I will make sure I pick up the phone so I can film for you guys so you can tag along and watch. But till then, I will see you guys later. See ya.